Hey guys, today I'm filming my monthly makeup basket for February 2018, and this is going to be the last month I use my winter makeup products, and I have to say I'm actually excited about that. I'm ready to move on to spring. I feel like I used to like cool tones a lot more back in the day, and now I just don't love them as much on myself. Now I do have certain products that I really love, but in general I would rather wear warm tones, and I'm really ready for pastels, so I cannot wait to get to spring and start wearing those products. But I do have some awesome new things and some tried and true products that I will be using over this next month. So for nail polishes, the first one I have is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Brilliant in the shade Always Naked, which is a dupe for Essie Saint-Tropez. I love using this on its own to give me that mannequin hand look, which I really love in the winter time, and that's actually a really opaque nude. And then I have two polishes that I always wear together. They're both from L'Oreal. This is from the collection Privy in the shade Doutzens Nude, which is a really pretty mauve. And then I have this textured polish from the Gold Dust collection in the shade The Statement Piece, which is a white gold, and this is actually a really nice formula. Unfortunately, these were discontinued, but that was a really awesome shade. Then I have OPI Taupeless Beach, which is your classic taupe. And I have OPI DS Radiance, which is an amazing metallic silver. For brows, I will be using my NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil. For brow pencils, I'll be using a combination of the NYX Micro Brow in the shade Blonde and the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 1. I will be going over top of that with my MAC Eyeshadow in Omega for a brow powder. And then I'll be setting everything in place with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde. Moving on to complexion products. For primer, I will be using this little sample of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, which is supposed to be a primer and moisturizer in one. And then also the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing for my large pores. Foundation, I have two picks out to use this month. The Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, as well as the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I will have a first impression of it coming this month. For concealer, I will be using MAC Pro Longwear on my blemishes, the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Porcelain for corrector, and the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair for an under eye concealer. I will also be mixing this with the Kat Von D Concealer in the whiteout shade. To set my under eyes, I'll be using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. To set my face, I'll be using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. So then we have cheek products, and I'm definitely getting bored of these items in particular. So to bronze, I will be using Benefit Hoola. Look how much pan I have in that. I'm so excited about it. And then to contour, I'll be using the NYX Blush in Taupe. This used to be a holy grail to me, but now I'm wondering if it looks odd. I feel like it looks fine in camera, but in person, I'm wondering if it's a little bit too cool tone for my skin. Even though you're supposed to use a cool tone powder to contour, sometimes it looks too odd. So I'm still gonna keep this because they don't even make this anymore, but I don't know if I love it as much as I used to. I just don't know if it's the best fit for my skin tone. And then to highlight, I will be using Becca's Pearl. In previous months, I had that MAC eyeshadow, which was like a white with a pink opalescent shift. It looked cool, but really weird in person, and it also accentuated texture really badly, so I decided that I would just use this instead. And then for blush, I had a couple in palettes that I didn't bring out, but they're the same as the past couple months. So NARS Goulet, the Balm Cabana Boy, and then a blush from Tarte in Unleashed, I believe, from the Rainforest After Dark palette, and that blush I'm pretty sure is exclusive to that palette. And then some of the other ones that I have as individuals would be the Tarte Amazonian Clay and Exposed. I love that there is a tiny bit of a dent in here because these blushes are so hard pressed. I don't like Tarte blushes, but this one is such a perfect color, and I've worn away that top pattern that I can actually get some product out of here, but Tarte blushes are so overrated. Then I have Clinique Cheek Pop in Heather Pop, which I've actually been using a lot. I have the e.l.f. blush in Berry Mary, which is a dupe for Narcin. This is one of my favorites, but I have not really been reaching for it a ton this season. I've been going with something a little bit lighter. I have MAC Breath of Plum, which I'm wearing today. And then I have the Balm Instant Blush in Houndstooth, which has become a new favorite. I love that this is like a medium mauve and it has that really beautiful warm undertone to it. So I've definitely been using that one a bunch, but I'll definitely be excited to move on to my freaking spring peach and some pink blushes. I cannot wait to start using those. I just feel like I'm going to be in a happier mood wearing that kind of makeup. So for eyes, I will be using the Milani eyeshadow primer. For eyeshadow, I will be using all of the eyeshadows in my current project pan, but I have some ColourPop eyeshadows as well. I have a Super Shock shadow in the shade Couche, which is an ultra metallic finish. Muse, which is a pearlized finish. Bill, which is a matte finish. And Brady, which is a matte finish. And I will also be playing with a palette this month, and this is something that is new to me. ColourPop, you had me at Hello palette. You've got a lot of warm tones in here, but you have some cool tones and some really pretty rosy golds, which you guys know I really like to wear in the wintertime. So I'm really excited to play with another ColourPop palette, and I definitely want to do a review for you guys on that. So then for eyeliner and mascara, I will be using this mini Stylist Stay All Day waterproof liquid liner and the Marc Jacobs highliner crayon in the shade Blacker, as well as the CoverGirl Clump Crusher mascara and the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara. And then I have my lip products. I have 6 of them. They are all swatched here in the back of my hand. The first is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Bound. I think this formula is fantastic and I love the shade, so I'm really excited to wear this more. I also have the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Aquarius. If you can see, this one has a little bit more purple to it and this is slightly warmer. I have the ColourPop Lippy Stick in Cami, which is a matte X finish, which is my favorite, and this is definitely more of a warm tone mauve. I definitely think these two warm mauves will go really nicely with that ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette, as well as the other eyeshadows that are Super Shocks that I pulled for this month. I have the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Queen Bee. I've had this for a while, but I don't know if I've ever actually worn it, so I'm excited to see what I think of the formula and give that color some love. I also have Anastasia Catnip. I know I do love this shade. I really liked it last year, so it'll be great to wear it again. And then I also have the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade number 14 Blackberry Sorbet, which is definitely one of the deeper lip products I have in my collection, but it isn't too deep. I mean, I'm not going to wear this to my internship or to school, but I definitely want to rock it in a couple of videos. So here are all of my swatches. We have the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Bound, ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Aquarius, ColourPop Lippy Stick in Cami, Too Faced Melted Matte in Queen Bee, Anastasia Liquid Lipstick in Catnip, and the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade 14 Blackberry Sorbet. So guys, that was my monthly makeup basket for February of 2018. I would love to know your thoughts if you've tested out any of these products, and I would love to know what makeup products you plan on wearing for the month. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.